What is going on? How are you? Jonathan here in the booth with my trusty bottle of ice cold Topo Chico. Somebody told me the other day they didn't know what Topo Chico was. Like, what? Topo Chico. I have not been paid for this endorsement. How are you? And happy Friday. I have three important pieces of news, information for you. I'm not sure what to say. We're going to start with the most ridiculous of the three, which is my haircut, my self-given haircut. Why would someone decide to do that? Well, yes, it's COVID, but I can admit it's also partially a thrifty thing. Like, let me get a pair of clippers. I can do this myself. Well, here's the problem. I committed this haircut on myself. I perpetrated this haircut late at night. That's never a good idea. And maybe a few nights later, I got into bed. My wife begins to cackle at me and sing, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. I said, what are you talking about? Apparently, that's a Hare Krishna haircut thing, to leave one really long strand of hair in the back. Here's what I found on the internet. Thank you, honey. Here is a good piece of news, a happy piece of news from me. You are looking at the new voice of the Sirius XM channel 70s on 7. Very excited about this. Been waiting to share this news for a while. I'm not sure if I'm on there now, but I did a session for them the other day, so it should be coming shortly. And that means that I will be converting the panels here in the booth to a lovely brown or orange shag carpet. Thank you, Sirius XM, for having me as your voice 70s at 7. And now on to the final and, yes, sad piece of news. A woman who inspired me greatly passed away 1 week ago today. Her name was Judy Beggs. And Judy I got to meet through a friend. She's my friend's mom. And Judy, at the age of 50 plus somewhere, started a charity after joining the Peace Corps. Who joins the Peace Corps in their 50s? Judy Beggs did. And she traveled to Senegal. And she saw the immense need of girls in a village called Gayoul there. And started a charity called Friends of Gayoul, helping young girls get to school and stay in school. And I know in this time we're living through, there's a lot to focus on the dark side. But I want you to remember that there's also always people like Judy Beggs and the people who helped her. I mean, she certainly did not do it entirely alone. Working on the light side, working on the positive side. And they don't make noise. They're not out there tooting their own horn, but they are out there doing that work. Judy's foundation, gayoul.org, will still be operating. She had handed off the executive director role not too long ago. But I wanted to take a moment to pay tribute to her and thank her. And I want you to remember that stuff and maybe give a couple of bucks to gayoul.org and have yourself a great weekend, and I'll see you soon.